10 things to teach a piano beginner in 10 lessons. Number 4. Work on speed. Make your student play fast, even if it is their first piano lesson, while at the same time teaching them the chromatic scale. Some of the most inspiring and effective ways to impress your students with their own abilities is to make them realize that they can also play fast, even if it is the first time they're seeing a piano keyboard in front of them. They may think you're kidding or you're trying to trick them, but it only takes 5 minutes and 3 simple exercises to show them their own potential of playing, of finger technique and speed, and how fast they can play on the piano. So, let's get started with those exercises. Exercise number 1. We only use the first and the third finger. The third finger is playing only black keys, and the first finger is playing in between the black keys. We're going to the twins. The twins are those 2 black keys. So, on the third finger is playing only the black keys, and the first finger is playing in between those black keys, this key. You round up the fingers as if you're adding salt to your cooking pan and start playing slow, one key after the other. Then, little by little, you ask your students to play it faster and faster. First show them, then make them repeat. Always have in mind to keep the fingers close, one next to the other, as if adding salt to your food. Then, left hand. Same exercise, first slow, then little by little accelerate, and then together. Both hands together. Make them realize that it is easy because on the same keys you're going to use the same fingers. So visually you have a symmetry. First slow. If you see that your student got it and is not confusing the fingers, ask them to accelerate and play faster and faster. Exercise number 2. With the triplets now we're working, the 3 black keys that I call triplets. Again, only use first and third finger, as if adding salt. Third finger goes to the black keys and the first finger in between black keys only. First slow. Always the fingers close one to the other so that you have a round hand position. If you see your student is doing it stably, then you can ask them to play faster and faster. Same thing goes for the left hand, and then add them together, first slowly. Don't forget to mention the symmetry that they have using the same fingers on the same keys. And then accelerate little by little. Third exercise is optional, and it's for uniting the twins and the triplets and having your students play the whole chromatic scale from C sharp until the next C sharp. Those 2 gaps are uniting our twins and triplets, And why do we call them gaps? Because here they don't have black keys in between. So here we're going to use our second finger, which is our assistant finger for this scale. So let's get started. Third, always third finger on the black keys and always first finger in between black keys. And here on the gaps, we're going to have our assistant assist. 3, 1, 3, 1, 2. And again, here is the easy part. Make sure to say this to them while they play so that they remember that this is the easy part, because here they're using the same fingers, and here they have to be a little bit more careful because they're going to use an assistant. 3, 2, 1, easy. 2, our assistant, and again the easy part. I tell them those words while they play, that this is easy and this is easy, because there is symmetry. And they get it, even if they don't think about 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. They really, you can see by their fingers that they relax their fingers and they're playing it because they remember it. They have their finger memory from the first and second exercise. Now the left hand, starting again from third finger, the easy part, and then second and first, not first and second. The easy part, which is the same, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, and again our assistant. Third, first, or you can name the fingers one by one while they play. If you get to do the third exercise with your students, and in total they can play the whole chromatic scale while they united the twins and the triplets with those gaps, explain to them what a chromatic scale means. That it comes from the word chroma, which means color in Greek. And why do we call it chromatic? Because we're using all the colors of the piano keyboard, one key after the other in a row. And then explain to them the 3 finger rules that we use for the chromatic scale. Number 1, we only use our first, second, and third finger. Number 2, on the black keys, we only play with our third finger. And number 3, between 2 black keys, we play only with our first finger. Don't hesitate to show them the whole exercise. It's very impressive for a piano beginner in their first month or even in their first lesson to see for themselves that they can play even with this speed. It is going to be inspiring for them, and to study the scales and to say, wow, I can play so fast on a piano keyboard and I didn't even know that, and I'm a piano beginner. So enjoy your practice, and I'll see you on my next piano teaching tip video.